We are together, and through this, we will survive.
Hi there, everybody. Today we will be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes, Alchemist Prime.
Alchemist Prime is one of the original 13 primes in Transformers lore, the first Transformers created directly by Primus, the godlike creator of the Transformers. Alchemist Prime represents the elements of the universe. He had the ability to perceive the balance of natural forces, metals, liquids, and energies, and was deeply connected to nature. Often described as a mystic and philosopher, Alchemist Prime was fascinated with how all things, mechanical, organic, and spiritual, interconnected. He sought balance between Cybertron and the wider universe. He is usually associated with alchemy, the study of transformation, and is depicted with a mask or devices that help him sense and manipulate elemental forces. In some continuities, he is also known as Adaptus. Like the other 13, different versions of Transformers media portray him differently. Sometimes he vanishes into legend, sometimes he continues to influence Cybertronian culture through philosophy.
Okay, so let's take a look at this interesting little prime that we got here. As you can see, Alchemist Prime is sporting this scrumptious looking mustache. And he has these cool looking goggles. He has the crescent painted in silver. The eyes are beautifully painted. Beautiful silver painting right there in the face. Beautifully sculpted overall. You have some more, I was going to say like a gold, but I'm going to say like a dull gold, maybe leaning towards like a greenish gold. I don't know what I'm saying here, but you get what I mean? It's not exactly gold, but it's that color I'm trying to describe that they use for the painting here. It's nicely applied here, here. Some nice silver. There's nothing applied that's very sloppy, at least on my copy. Some silver there, some silver there, some silver, and that other color that I was trying to describe. And he is awesome. And yeah, he has the clear plastic here on the window, but I believe it is just the window and the rest is just a solid plastic. To tell you the truth, he feels really solid. He doesn't feel as cheap as I thought. He feels a lot better in hand than he does in pictures. Or in video. When you get him in hand, he's a really dense little guy. Okay, for articulation, he can hold a T pose, full 360 at the shoulders, full 360 at the bicep joint, bend at the elbow, no 360 at the wrist. I mean, I suppose you could do that, but that's for transformation. 360 at the waist, no ab crunch. 360 at the thigh, bend at the knee there. You can Van Dam pretty good. You can kick forward this much, kick back this much, bend right there. And then you got the tilt. And then for the head, can't really look up. Could look down a little pinch. Do a full 360. And that's it for articulation. Okay, so this is the artifact that he comes with. As you know, all the primes in the Age of the Primes toy line come with an ancient artifact that we're all supposed to collect at the end to create some type of doohickey, maybe a weapon, maybe something else. Who knows? But this is the lens. This is his artifact that he comes with. Here you have his symbol right there in that lens. It is clear plastic. A lot of really good looking engraving and detailing in this molded right in. Looks beautiful, honestly. And of course, this does split apart, and you do put it on his forearms, and they become like blades. And that's all he basically comes with. He can hold the blades like daggers in his hands, and you could also equip them on his forearms if you wanted to I guess give him like a kind of Wolverine type weapon where the blades coming out. Here we have Alchemist Prime in his vehicle mode, and let's be honest, majority of the 13 primes really didn't have any alt modes. At least not to me that I remember. Not even the Cyberverse version of McAdams had one. They did do that whole funny bit in the bar where he got mad at everyone and he transforms, but you just saw the silhouette, like he expands and he became like a monstrous thing and everyone got scared and they stopped fighting in this bar. But anyways, but other than that, from what I remember, he doesn't have a alt mode. None of them really do. But this is a neat looking little SUV, Cybertronian SUV, which doesn't make sense because this should predate before they ever go near Earth. So how would he be something that resembles an Earth vehicle? I don't know. You could go crazy thinking about these things. But this reminds me a lot of Hound. This reminds me a lot of Bulkhead. In that military-esque vehicle that we have here. It looks very Halo, very warthoggy. It's like something that you would see in Starship Troopers. You get the point. Like, it's decent. I'll say that the transformation was quite easy, and I thank God that it was nowhere near overly engineered like the transformation on Solus Prime. Solus Prime, way too over-engineered. That thing should have been a Voyager. This is incredibly easy to do. And the wheels, of course, the wheels do spin. He rolls pretty decently. And like I said earlier, clear plastic, but it's just this piece. He's all right. For weapon storage in his vehicle mode, you can go ahead and store the lenses right up top, right here. You have these two places that you could put these guys up on top. And you could pretend that he has Energon pew-pews here. So you could do pew-pew, bang-bang, all that good stuff. And for size comparison, in his robot mode, here we have him with his fellow Prime, Solus Prime, who is also a deluxe. And he is just a wee bit, just a tad bit taller than her. A lot more dense, a lot less complicated, which is a good thing. Here we have him with his other fellow Prime, Prima Prime. And of course, he's a good bit shorter, as Prima is a Voyager and he is a deluxe. All the primes thus far have had a certain amount of regalness to them. They should all look good together, right? For size comparisons in his alt mode, his vehicle mode, here we have him next to the Gamer Edition Ironhide, which is this is supposed to be a Cybertronian mode. Two different continuities, of course, but they're basically the same size. But keep in mind, this is a Voyager. And here we have him with the fractured friendship Orion Pax, aka Optimus Prime, in his Cybertronian truck mode or whatever it's supposed to be. Armored truck. And of course, it's shorter. But that should give you an idea of how big it is. Overall, final thoughts. I think Alchemist Prime is a decent / okay, neat little prime to add to your Age of the Primes prime collection that we have so far. He has decent paint apps. He has a beautiful face sculpt. He's very regal looking. His transformation is easy and painless. I hardly had any QC issues. I cannot say the same thing about my Solus Prime. This is loads less intricate than that was, and this was not a pain in the butt to transform. This dude is totally worth it for what he is, so I would give him 2 thumbs up. I would tell you guys to go ahead and pick him up. And thank you for watching the video. Do all that good YouTube shit. Hit that like button and subscribe. Don't forget to tell a friend. Please remember to always smile, because the strongest smile through it all. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.